Sir, you have, in the detailed reply, the Honourable Minister has said that through the negotiated settlement, compromise and through sales of NPS is the way the money is managed. My specific question to the Honourable Finance Minister is, I am not taking away from the intention of the government. If you are looking at recovering of money, a specific example I will give you of like a PMC bank. Your intention may be good, but the processes are so long that the depositors and the investors really don't get their money back. So you do this write-off. So who really benefits? And is there some way that you can shorten this process? Because people have been jailed, they are sitting in jail, but the common depositor has not got his money. So what have we really finally achieved? And the cost of, say, the assets that are kept, the assets are sitting in one place, you have frozen them. So how do you get the money back? And it's not about only your books looking good. It's eventually the depositor and the investor who has to benefit from this intention that your government is claiming. If you could kindly clarify. Thank you.
माननीय स्पीकर महोदय, आपके माध्यम से बताना चाहता हूं कि अलग अलग बैंक के माध्यम से कार्रवाई की जाती है एज पर द गाइडलाइंस ऑफ द बैंक बोर्ड। उसमें अगर सिक्योरिटाइजेशन एक्ट 2002 के माध्यम से हुए तो उनका नाम भी जब होता है ऑक्शन तब उन्हें डिक्लेयर भी किया जाता है, उसको ज़्यादा टाइम लगता नहीं है। लेकिन एनसीएलटी के माध्यम से अगर करे तो एनसीएलटी के माध्यम से जो ये कंपनी के संबंध में नहीं है उनको कंपनी चलाने को दिया जाता है। और मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि अगर समझो लिक्विडेशन अगर वो एसेट का किए तो 178% रिकवरी उसमें होता है, जिससे अगर वो प्लांट या यानी उद्योग अगर लिक्विडिफाई करे तो उसमें से कितना जुगना तो पैसा मिल जाता है।
माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी।
I quite understand the sentiment with which Honourable Member Supriya ji has asked this question, and I'm fully appreciative of that thought. Yes, it takes a long time. The processes are very layered, and there are times when even if they are sets of defaulters, the word willful is really not in the parlance, but still I'm using it very loosely. I'm not using it with the usual weight of that word. But if there are defaulters and whose assets, even if they are attached, requires a very complicated processes through the court. Now, equally, the same asset is claimed by, let us say, an investigative agency, as much as claimed by the bank, and as much claimed by those who come in the waterfall mechanism as creditors. Financial creditor, operational creditor is very much at the bottom. His claims are probably never heard. It should rightly be heard also. So when there are these many claims on, let us say, a property of a so-called willful defaulter, approaching the court to say, let us say the example of a recently bank in difficulty, you took the name of PMC, I'm just referring to it, I'm not taking that particular case in the instance. If, for instance, the bank depositors desperately need the money, and they're small depositors, we need to give them. And we approach the court, we have, in this case I can say, particularly we have, saying, could you please release a portion of what was attached by the agencies which went to enforce it? The courts wouldn't allow you to detach that element or that portion for giving relief for particular bank depositors. So unfortunately, I agree with the Honourable MP, the processes are so layered. By the time justice is sought to be delivered, many of these small depositors are put to extreme difficulty. There is definitely a need to look at how we can simplify the process without denying justice.
Question number 165, Shri S.R. Parthiban.
So 165, sir.
माननीय मंत्री जी।